Starting temperature 14 degrees, 14. And the starting mileage is 55293, 55293. Hey YouTube, gentlemansnine. Heading to work on a Friday. This whole polar bear season's kind of sucked because I haven't been able to get hardly any rides in. I mean, this is what, number 7? It's like pathetic. And the polar bear season's almost over. So I have a question. What makes you guys happy? Is it money? Cars? Bikes? Girlfriend? Wife? Husband? Boyfriend? Kids? What is it? I'm going to tell you what makes me happy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by telling you a very sad story. So in high school, I was very quiet, and I really wasn't a happy kid. And that kind of continued as I went into college. And actually, if anything, it was actually worse in college. So I tried to do things to like ignore the fact that I wasn't happy. But it didn't really work. It was really just like faking it. So very sad, very lonely. And what I would say is, like, during my freshman year, there was a guy. His name was Jake. We ended up becoming really good friends. He was also a freshman. We were in a lot of the same classes. There was actually 3 of us, myself, Jake, and another guy. And we hung out a lot. So, oh, come on, dude. You don't have to stop. We hung out a lot. So, he was always very energetic, very lively, very, very happy, very outgoing. I guess that really describes him well. He knew a lot of people. And, yeah, he was really the glue that held us all together. It was me, like I said, it was me and 2 other guys, and like the next tier out, there was like another set of us. So he really kept us together. We used to play jokes on each other. So, for example, in my dorm, there were on each floor there were 2 bathrooms, and each bathroom had that's where the showers were. And where you take a shower, there really wasn't any place to put anything. Like your stuff, so you basically just set it in the corner. And I remember one time we went in there and we took all his stuff. So the only thing he had with him was like his soap and shampoo, and that was it. We took his towel, we took his clothes, we took everything, and we ran back to our room and closed the door. And then we were sitting there chit-chatting back and forth, and all of a sudden we're like, oh man, we totally forgot about Jake. Do you think he's still looking for his stuff? So we open up the door and then glance down towards the bathroom. You can see his head sticking out, and he points at us and, you bastards, I'm gonna kick your, so in a positive light. You could tell he was angry, but he thought it was pretty funny. And I remember, so right after that, he leapt out of the bathroom. He comes bolting down the hallway, and of course, we're guys, you know what we're gonna do, right? We close the door. So anyways, pretty funny. From that point forward, we put our clothes in the actual shower in a bag because we didn't want to leave them out anymore. So anyways, my sophomore year, Jake and I ended up being roommates. So it was pretty cool. Like I said, we got along great. He was a really smart guy. And I guess the other cool thing too was, remember I said Jake knew a lot of people. He had a lot of friends. He had a lot of female friends too. And my college is all dudes, so anytime somebody has like a female friend, okay, this is cool. And they're all his friends were cute, hot. But he wasn't really, he didn't really want to date anybody, so he would just say that they're his friends and that's it. And I don't think Jake was gay. It's just that at that point in time, he was just not really ready to go out with anybody. He just wanted to focus on school. So anyways, we were roommates my sophomore year. Going into my junior year, he wanted to move off campus. He had a car and all that, but it was for me. I actually wanted to stay on campus because I didn't have a car, and it was actually cheaper for me to stay on campus. So my junior year, he moved out. In December, one of the guys that we knew, he came into the computer lab where I was, and he said that Jake had passed away. And I'm like, oh, come on, man, you're joking. And he said, no, I'm serious. And then, geez, man, you gotta wait for me, right? Nice. Anyways, so we found out what happened was he committed suicide by carbon monoxide poisoning. So the place that he was at had a garage. He ran his car with the garage door closed, and he passed away. He left a note and everything. What we didn't know was that he suffered from manic depression every December. When we found this out, we're like the group of us were trying to figure out, like, we never remember Jake ever being sad. There was never any hint. So I'll just fast forward a little bit. It was everything up to that point in my life was really trying to focus on myself and figuring out my purpose and what am I doing on this planet, kind of thing. And it was basically that whole event that, I don't know if you want to say, that gave me purpose or gave me a direction. I basically said, why am I focusing on myself? Who cares? What I should really do is I should focus on the people that are around me. And so, for example, if I was, I'm not saying that I could have, but if we knew that Jake had suffered from depression, or we even saw hints of it, we would have done anything we could have to help him. I don't know what it would have been, but we would have done anything. We would have tried anything. This guy had a great future. I mean, he would have been good for all of society, for all of whoever was in his life would have benefited. And so I think I've taken that kind of concept into my career. For example, my one-on-ones that I have with my guys, I really focus on them. I really want to know about their story. And I obviously have to be careful because there's this little HR questionable thing, but I really want to know about them. I really want to know what makes them tick. I want to know if they're doing well. I want to know if they're not doing so well. What can I do to help? And like I said, I got to be careful of the whole HR thing. But that also allows people to open up a little bit more and be a little bit more truthful. So, going back to my original question, what makes you happy? What makes me happy is when other people are happy. If other people are happy, that makes me happy. If I have stuff and all that, that might be like happiness in the short term, but my long-term happiness is other happy people. Gives you something to think about, huh? Alright. Gonna hit the super slab. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Ending mileage 55333, 55333.